How's it going? I'm Eric, and today I'm going to play Chromatic Souls from the beginning and kind of show you what to expect from the game, as well as give some commentary, because I have been playing it for about a week now. So let's get started, and I'll talk more about the game. Everything's time-stamped, so if you're interested in a particular section, just click on over to it. All right, let's start. The first thing I want to talk about when you go and install the game is that it doesn't have very good reviews. And if you scroll down and see what these one-star reviews are, there's a few kind of common issues that pop up. One of them is kind of like the low frame rate and glitchiness. I used a Galaxy S21, which is a year-old phone, and I had zero problems running on medium settings. I guess if you do have an older phone, there may be issues for that. But according to at least the comments on the Google Play Store, it seems like they are trying to make it better. Another common complaint is that the tutorial is never ending. Yeah, I do agree, and you will see that going into the gameplay. It's very long, but does help you understand how to play the game because there are so many different factors. So for someone like me who's not too familiar with idle games, that was helpful. However, I do agree that for people that do play idle games and are familiar with them, that there should be an option to skip the tutorial if you wanted. So I'm downloading the game right now. So when you start the game, the first thing you do is pick your character type. And there are 4 different ones. You have a rogue, which is physical damage per second. You have your druid, which is your support and healer. You got your tank or your knight. And lastly, you have your mage, which is another magic damage character. And these 4 different types make up a single party, of which is going to be important because you're going to want to get other people on your party to really advance in this game. Like, you don't want to use the default bots that join you. So yeah, a lot of talking, as I mentioned. Kind of just skipping through it. I did find it helpful, so I don't think it's too intrusive, but a lot of people thought otherwise. And for the sake of this, I'm going to fast forward it. I'm playing it in 2 times or maybe 1.5 speed right now. The graphics are actually pretty nice. Like they have like these cell shaded graphics. The animations are really cool, and they do have a lot of different bosses that I've seen. There are 4 different elements. Well, 4 main elements, and you'll sometimes see the same. Well, you'll see the same bosses, but in different color, which just represents a different element. But despite that, there is a lot of diverse bosses and just cool, unique creatures that you're going to come across, which make it interesting for sure. All right, boring stuff. So, there is a storyline at the beginning. They have these character interactions, but as I've kind of gone more into the game, I really don't see them talking too much anymore. Maybe they just come at certain points. But definitely, don't worry too much. These guys are not going to be talking throughout the game for sure. They'll leave you alone after a while. All right, let's fast forward. So I'm not touching anything, by the way, at this point, except clicking next. Like, all these fights are on their own. And you could see on the top right here, there's an experience and gold rate. So that kind of tells you if you were to close the app, and they're highlighting it right here. If you were to close the app, that's the rate that you'd be earning that experience and gold. And the way to increase that rate is, here you go, tap on that button there, which will prompt you to fight a boss, and each stage has a certain number of bosses that you beat in order to advance. So you can see I beat that boss, and now my rate increased a little bit. My passive rate increased a little bit. And so every time I want to increase that, you got to fight a boss. Picked up some spells. And, you know, there's a lot of things to upgrade in this game. Right now, the first thing they have you do is upgrade or equip items. Items are one of the hard things to get in this game. I haven't even gotten rare items. I just picked up common items because you need to get further into the game in order to and earn a different resource to start buying and upgrading more rare items. Here's the main homepage. All the typical stuff. Upgrading your spells, going into your vault, checking your mail, doing daily quests, all that good stuff. Yeah, so these are the weapons that you can forge, or I guess items that you can forge. So they're having you do that. At this point, this was 13 minutes into the game froze, so I had to restart. It happened maybe like 3 times in the first like 25 minutes or so, but I simply just had to restart and everything was okay. Like you could see just then was one of the 1-star complaints where they were talking about, I'm just going to rewind it, like, oh, hey, like my characters weren't shown and nothing was shown on the screen. So that's kind of what was going on for me this time. So I just restarted it again. Everything's back to normal. So not too big of a deal. And I should say, since like those 3 times that it happened in the first 25 minutes, it never really happened since. So I think that they may have fixed that particular glitch. So here's where you learn about the elements. Okay, we know all that. And then these are the spells that you get. You can upgrade your spells, of course, and you earn those blue resources up top here, and that's what's used to kind of summon more spells and you know try to get rare spells and stronger spells. All right, fighting a boss to move forward. They're having me equip weapons now, or upgrade weapons now. Upgrade items, sorry. I'm just skipping forward. Another boss. So you can see it now, they're having me upgrade my spells. At this point, I am 20 minutes into the game, and they're still explaining aspects of this game to me. So, yeah, a long tutorial, but kind of valuable too, because there's just so much to do. So, going over the daily quests, getting my mailbox. Looking for some friends. All right, and now we're finally going to upgrading your character attributes, which you can do after every level. And ultimately, well, if you get high enough, you can start upgrading. Well, they call it advancement, so it's like leveling up your entire character rather than single attributes like this. More kind of things you can do on the map. Oh, here, let me show you this. Okay, so if you look on the mini map here, try to pause it at the right time. All right, there are these light blue crystals, which are different from these dark blue crystals at the top right. These light blue crystal symbols on the map represent one of the in-game currencies, which lets you buy items. But if you look on the white paper of this game, it's also one of the cryptocurrencies that you can trade for outside of the game and that have value. So that is definitely one of my goals, to get to that point and start passively earning those light blue crystals. Hopefully I can get there. Like I said, it's been a week and I'm almost there. I just need to beat that level. So I just wanted to highlight that's something that's when the game gets fun and you're actually earning something of value. All right, fast forwarding. Just more bosses to look at. Okay, so now we're finally talking about the party system. And this is where you search for other people and you can filter by how strong they are. and of course what type of needs they have. So you're not going to get paired up with any other. I'm a healer. I'm not going to get paired up with any other healers because only one healer is allowed in a party. I could see that right on top there. There's the 2 damage people and a tank. So I'm going to join them, I think. What I do. Oh no, I just joined one person for some reason. So now I have 2 people in my party. And it's always, well, you can either set it to be open so anyone can join, or you can have restrictions to kind of filter out who may be joining. And one thing to note is that, you know, you could see what stage you're on. If you're going to join a party, you'll see which stage that party's in. And if you leave your current party to join a new one, you're going to either move forward or backwards to whatever stage that party you're joining is at. So just a heads up, because I got pretty far and my party got stuck. So I wanted to join a new party, and I didn't realize that if I joined another one, I ended up going way back in level or in stage level. So that kind of sucked. And I had no clue that was going to happen. I wish they kind of told you about that. All right. Let's see. I am currently 4 minutes. So this is like 25 minutes into the game, maybe a little less. There's still things to talk about, different kind of upgrades. So these are attributes or features that you can equip onto your spells. So yeah, there's a lot of things to upgrade in this game. And this is where they kind of show you to equip those items that you can use to beef your spells up. Okay, we don't need to see that. We've seen that boss in light green before, I think. So yeah, that's basically how the game's going to look for you, just sped up really quick. Despite the complaints, I think they do a good job of introducing the game to you and showing you all the different features of the game. Yeah, overall, so far, it's only been a week, but I am having fun playing this game. And I like the fact that you don't need to put that much time into the game to enjoy it and to advance. Though I will say I am trying to put a good amount of effort to advance to earn those blue crystals, blue Mythril or whatever, so that I can start collecting them and being able to exchange them for the in-game cryptocurrency when it does come out. If you look at the white paper, they mention it there, and that you can trade it for cryptocurrency. So that's what I'm shooting for. And until that happens, yeah, I'm having a blast playing it. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this helped at least show you what's going on and at least taper your expectations or set your expectations so that you're not too disappointed and you know what's coming. All right. Thanks a lot.